Hello, friends, and welcome to another Modern League. We're back to Yawgmoth Combo, one of my favorite decks in Modern. Um, Come back to this deck every second Friday, and it's always a joy to play it. Um, we haven't made any changes since the last time, so just quickly before I head into the league, um, just going to quickly go over the combo. We're looking to put together two Undying creatures together with Yawgmoth, Thran Physician. And with those three creatures on the board, we're going to be able to sacrifice a creature over and over and kind of reset the Undying because Yawgmoth puts a -1/-1 counter on a target creature, and Undying puts a +1/+1 counter on a creature. They kind of cancel each other out. So with two creatures, we're able to draw as many cards as we have life total. And if we have Zulaport Cutthroat on the board at the same time, then that's basically GG. The Cutthroat will trigger every time we activate Yawgmoth, so we'll be gaining a life as we lose a life, and the opponent will lose a life as well. We can also do some pretty fun things with Hapatra. She's got all kinds of words on her text box. But basically, the second paragraph here is more important. Whenever you put one or more -1/-1 counters on a creature, create a 1/1 green snake with Death Touch, so you're able to create a snake over and over and then sacrifice that snake to put a counter on a creature. You can actually wipe the opponent's entire board that way. This is a slow one. Got turn 2 Wall of Roots, turn 3 Messenger, turn 4 Yawgmoth, but it's not a combo on turn 4. Could put Yawgmoth out on turn 3 with a Wall of Roots and just not have a Geralf's Messenger at that point. I mean, it's a little bit slow, but we are on the play, and we have Eldritch Evolution to be able to find the last piece. Like, we have the combo in hand. I guess we keep it. Would have been nice to have one mana play, but is what it is. Since we're not doing anything on turn 1, let's just play this Tomb tapped. Steam Vent Serum Visions. Could be Phoenix, could be Storm. Maybe Izzet Tempo? Two cards on the bottom. And a Mishra's Bauble. Alright, so we got Yavimaya. Our turn 2 play here is pretty locked in. Alright, there's Darcy. Okay, so we get Ignoble Hierarch. We could play Messenger and Hierarch, or we could play Yawgmoth. With Yawgmoth, we could actually kill Darcy, but that would cost our Wall of Roots, which is a pretty hefty price. Might be worth it, though. Could Eldritch Evolution the Wall of Roots. Go get Yawgmoth, play Hierarch. That seems a lot worse. So they have all this untapped mana here. Kind of thinking like play Overgrown Tomb, play Ignoble Hierarch, and then Chord of Calling on their end step. Could just play the Yavimaya, we don't take any damage that way, but then they can tap their Floodstrand for mana. Alright, so I'm fine with just going and getting a Young Wolf with Chord of Calling, so I'm going to attack with Yawgmoth for 3. We want to have a higher life total than the opponent for our combo to work. Alright, let's Chord of Calling. Oh, Force of Negation! Well played. I guess we'll draw a card then. Oh, we get the Young Wolf we were looking for. So we're actually set up to win the game when we untap. If they let us, they could, just have counter spells or whatever ready to go. Unholy Heat kills my Yawgmoth. And here comes a big one. Murktide. That's a 6/6. That's a quick clock. 3 attacks. Tick-tock. And we'll play Bird of Paradise as well. This thing flies, so it can block a Murktide if they let it. And yeah, we'll take that opportunity, since they're allowing us to. Oh, there's a Ragavan. Alright, so they have 1 card in hand. If it is not a counterspell, we win. I think we attack first. Well, we definitely can attack with a Messenger. No, because what if they block? If they block Messenger, then we can't get Yawgmoth. We just gotta go for Yawgmoth here. Oh. There we go. It was a counterspell. Okay. Womp womp. We'll leave the Young Wolf back to block the Ragavan. And go get a Dryad Arbor. Okay, so they're not attacking with the Ragavan, just here to block. Going to 9 doesn't really change our clock. Let's go get Dryad Arbor. Ooh, draw Yawgmoth. That looks like game. Good to be lucky. We might have to get some damage in combat here. Sometimes you just draw the card. So we can kill the Ragavan with Dryad Arbor. Then we can get in combat. Hey, Dollar Cutie. Okay. Get in for some damage. Yawgmoth represent. Everybody's here. Definitely my favorite. Alright, so... Murktides and counterspells, huh? Now, I don't like Eldritch Evolution against counterspell. Rec Sage seems kind of mediocre. Not really where I want to be. Scavenging Ooze seems kind of good. Endurance seems pretty excellent, actually. Let's bring in the Endurance. Veil of Summer seems good here. Take out the other evolution then, and... 8Momo8, thanks for the follow, friend. The Grist is pretty good here. I don't want to get rid of that. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. Cut one of our Undying creatures. I kind of feel like Strangleroot Geist is the worst Undying creature, so we'll cut the worst one. Oh, no kidding! I didn't know that Spike said that. That's pretty cool. I do think that the deck is getting a little bit more notoriety. It's been sticking around on the sidelines for a really long time. And Demonic Tutor has been doing very well with it lately, so yeah. Get some eyes on the deck. Maybe you'll be #1 trophy leader if you keep on playing. I would love to be able to play that much. Alright, so we got single land Hierarch on the draw. If this hand draws land, it's super good, but I think we probably lose our Hierarch. If we play it, they just like Unholy Heat, get rid of it. Such a risk. I think if we keep this, we just end up getting punished. We probably don't draw lands, and then we die. Keep this one, get rid of 1 endurance. Turn 1 Ragavan. Don't have the turn 1 Yawgmoth. Let's draw it off the top, okay? Yawgmoth. Close. I guess we could block it with Dryad Arbor. That seems poor. I think we're going to have to let it hit us once. Do people evoke endurance? Absolutely. Here comes the monkey. We don't have a wolf to eat it. What a shame. Top card is wolf. Looks like it was Nurturing Peatland. Alright, so they get the treasure, which is still really good. And we're going to be able to put down a Wall of Roots next turn, which gives us a blocker. Or we could just hold up Endurance. Try and flash that into block. Wall of Roots. And pass turn. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Next turn we have Yawgmoth with Veil of Summer. It's pretty good. Oh, there's a Darcy. Doesn't even bother to attack. I guess we go ahead and get... we don't really need an Overgrown Tomb. We can just go get a Forest. Because we have Urborg. At least we get the Forest out of our deck. Khalni Garden. Counterspell me. Oh, yeah. I'm liking this. I guess they could still have Force of Negation. Jumanji, hello? Oh, nice Okami. No Force of Negation. Alright, so Darcy is a 3-3 currently. We're going to have to get this Endurance down, which we can't do right now in order to kill the Dragon Rage Channeler. So we're just going to pass the turn. Guess we could kill Ragavan, draw card, put a counter on Darcy, draw a card, and that would give us 2 draws for a green card. But that would also kneecap our mana, where we can just wait a turn, take 3 damage in the air, and then put the Endurance down next turn. If only Yogg could fly. Well, if they try and go for a Unholy Heat, we'll try and draw for a green card to get this Endurance off. Blooming Marsh, not what I wanted to see. Let's play the Colony Garden to get the extra creature, and we'll kill Ragavan. Ah, Young Wolf, nice. Is this worth countering? Ooh, they're going to Unholy Heat in response? Now's our chance! Let's let this resolve first. Do the Endurance thing. Okay, Yawgmoth takes 2. You can take it, Yogg. Very not bad. Let's try and kill this thing here right away. Good turn, I would say so. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We could Chord for a 2 on their turn. I think we just attack here. Swing in for 2, and just have a way better board than them. We do have to be a little bit careful about our life total, but we should be able to clean this up pretty quickly. Like on our next turn. We'll have a ton of mana to be able to do stuff and draw a bunch of cards. But we just have the best board right now, so we can just attack in a couple of times and win the game that way too. And if they do a thing, then we can respond and do a thing. Currently, we can Chord for like a Yawgmoth, which would give us a ton of draws, but that doesn't win us the game. So, yeah, I'm just going to wait. Because with the board the way it is, we're winning, and if they blink, we're going to win. So yeah, if they're putting Murktide down right now, then on our turn we can Chord of Calling and get, yeah. So they probably don't have Counterspell. We should be able to win here with all this mana for Chord. Let's see what we draw anyway. Another Yawgmoth, perfect. Let's see here. X is currently 1. We want X is 2. Go get Cutthroat. This is GG. Ooh, another Endurance. Sweet. Alright, let's start the meat of the combo. They have no responses to this. We're just going to win. Another Yawgmoth? Do we have another mana? Oh, okay. Let's put that out. And that wraps it up. Target this, sack this. Target this, sack this. Target and sack. Cutthroat. I prefer Cutthroat because it doesn't target. It also has 1 power. A lot of people like Blood Artist because it will give you the trigger when your opponent's stuff dies as well. So that's like the advantage of the Blood Artist. But Blood Artist also targets. So if the opponent has like a Leyline of Sanctity or whatever, then it's not going to work. Keep this. They have Luris, mulliganing to 5. We've got tons of early plays. We got Grist. All we're missing is Yawgmoth, and we got a lot of ways to find it. Stomping Grounds pass. I almost wonder if I should just play Yawgmoth here. I'm going to play Hierarch. Gonna hit F6. Don't need to use any of our clock during the opponent's turn here. I'm gonna use enough of that during my turns. Oh, Blood Crypt untapped. What is it gonna be? Thoughtseize me. Oh, okay. What are you gonna take here? Grist or Messenger would be my guess. Okay, they take the Grist. Oh, and Unholy Heat on the Hierarch. But that does use a lot of their hand. They only have 2 cards left, and we got a lot of information about what they're doing. Loki Ironcross, thanks for the follow, friend. I think we go Bird of Paradise Yawgmoth here. Let's set up our mana. Could just go like Geist attack, but this way we could possibly put down Yawgmoth next turn. Really? Urza Saga. Well, we do have a Reclamation Sage in the deck. We get an Innkeeper. So we could play Innkeeper. I mean, doesn't really line up very well at the moment. I think we just play Messenger. I guess we could play Innkeeper and Geist. That's pretty good. But the Messenger play sets up the win for next turn. Let's go for Messenger. So, almost any land. Dryad Arbor or Khalni Garden won't work. But I think any other land in our deck lets us cast Yawgmoth. Okay, they're going to Unholy Heat the bird, so no Yawgmoth coming down here this turn. We'll probably just play the Prosperous Innkeeper. We'll see what happens. Okay, they're going to make a Construct as a blocker, sure. Oh, we get another Yawgmoth. Guess we could play Geist and just start attacking aggressively instead of playing the Innkeeper here. The difference is, I mean, Innkeeper makes us a mana, so we could potentially Yawgmoth next turn and win. I'm going to play this pre-combat, so if they like block Young Wolf, we'll gain a life. But I think they're chumping. No, they're just taking the damage, so they're going to make a bigger Construct next turn? Sure. Yeah, now this makes your Constructs 3/3s, at least. But it does tap your mana pretty heavily. If you have another Unholy Heat in hand, this makes sense. But Shadow Spear isn't really going to do it. I mean, not this turn. But if we give them enough time, they could just get out of this. Okay, so they're tapped out here. If we draw land, we win. Besides those 2 lands I mentioned earlier, Khalni Garden and Dryad Arbor. Damn. Needed land. Well, I guess we just play Geist and attack, right? Kind of hard to race the opponent when they have lifelink here. Perfect opportunity to win the game there. They were tapped out. All we needed to do was draw land. All right. We still got, more draws, I guess. We're not going to die this turn, I don't think. Innkeeper is going to keep us kicking through the combo. We don't have to worry about our life total as much as we would if we didn't have the Innkeeper. Okay, they're coming in with both. No blocks. If I block here, they can just make another construct, and I lose my Geist. We'll just take the hit. Okay, they're gonna increase the power by 2. So we go to 5. Last chance to draw a land here, and they have untapped mana. Boo. Oh no, another Strangleroot Geist. Strangleroot Geist is angry because I called it the worst undying creature in my deck. Oh yeah? How do you like this? Oh, the Strangleroot Geists. Looks like our play pattern is pretty locked in. We're playing Strangleroot Geist. The question is, what do we do with it? So we attack in with everything, and they block. Geist, they take 6. That's not good enough. No. Yawgmoth is way better than Strangleroot Geist. I'm serious, by the way. Yawgmoth costs 1 mana. It blocks Ragavan. Far and away, Yawgmoth is way better than Strangleroot Geist and might be better than Messenger too. I mean, a lot of people are only playing 2 Messengers in their deck, so yeah, Yawgmoth is tops Blueby. I guess we pass. No real point in attacking here. We just gotta stay alive for another turn. That's the goal here. And hopefully Prosperous Innkeeper sticks around too, because Innkeeper is an integral part to our plan right now. Okay, so they're going for the Lightning Bolt on the Geist. That's great. It's dead. Bolt didn't hit Innkeeper, so we're still in it. We can't even go down to 1, so we gotta block everything here. No. No, we don't have to block everything because when 2 of our creatures undie, we'll gain 2 life. So we can take 5 and hope they don't have a lightning bolt, and then hope we draw land. No, because they're getting another artifact with this, so these things are going to grow again. Damn. Yeah, I think we're just screwed. They can go get Pyrite Spellbomb, kill our Innkeeper, and then we're hosed. We, had a lot of turns to draw land, and we just didn't get lucky. So we gotta block them all? Well, no, we gotta block these 2. How does this work? Block those 2 die, so I gotta block everything. Okay. Think we survive if we block like this. And I think we can... No, we can't combo because of the Spell Bomb. using up all this time to try and figure out how we can win. It's like Spellbomb already says we can't. We might have been able to do something, but we got to block all these creatures, and then they just Spellbomb, and we don't get any of our Undying creatures back. Yep. Kind of disappointing. You know, we had a lot of chances to win, but that's the way it goes sometimes, huh? All right, what are we going to do against the opponent here? We got Liberator. That looks really good here. We got Force of Vigor. Let's bring that in as well. I don't think Collector Ouphe is really where we need to be here. And then I think I want to, like, kind of take out some of my dorks in this matchup. They look like Saga, yeah. So you're thinking Endurance for that? Could also bring in Scavenging Ooze, which seems like it would be pretty good in that spot. And the Geist must be punished. Yeah, and I have Cut Messenger as well sometimes. But I mean, it's an integral combo piece. We want Young Wolf, Geralf's Messenger, and Yawgmoth. So if we cut messengers, then we don't draw them. On the other hand, if we're cutting dorks, then threes are a little bit harder to get to. So in that case, I probably do want more twos. Hand looks good. Let's hope we draw land at some point. Okay, they're going to look at our top card on the upkeep here, so I can't possibly Thoughtseize them or something. Attack in. Kind of foolhardy if they have a Dash Ragavan here. But that would also use all their mana in their whole turn, and then we could Grist, kill the Dragon Rage Channeler. Grist should be pretty good here. But we'll have to kill that Darcy. Ah, damn. Okay, well, Inquisition gets rid of Grist. Ooh, they're really thinking on that Surveil here if they want to flip this top card. They've got... Oh, they flipped an Inquisition. Okay. Because, yeah, they got Creature, Artifact, and Sorcery, so they're just missing Land or Instant, which are two of the easier things to put into the graveyard. So Darcy is ready to get Delirious. Yeah, they take the Grist. No fetch land. They might just pass here and then hold up Lightning Bolt so that Darcy can block. No, they're going to play Ragavan. So we can currently get a 2 with Chord of Calling, which isn't going to be that great. I think I'm going to attack with Strangleroot Geist and leave Young Wolf back to block the Ragavan. Just not that interested in using Chord of Calling for 2, so let's attack. And then next turn we can get it for 3, which gets us access to Endurance or Grist. Okay, they are going to take the block. So we do have Chord of Calling for 2 again. Unholy Heat kills the Strangleroot Geist. If they have another removal spell, Scavenging Ooze isn't all that great. They have like a bunch of cards in hand, so they could easily have another Unholy Heat, or yeah, the Scoo's upside is huge if we get to keep it. All right, let's gamble on it and say that we get to keep it until next turn. We'll see. I mean, it is our best 2-drop, so the upside is really large. The thing is, if we had got another Strangleroot Geist, their extra removal spell would be poor, whereas now their extra removal spell is super good. Ah, you're right. Should have waited on Surveil. Yep. I had done that the last couple times too, so unfortunate. Okay, Urza's Saga, sure. Thoughtseize. Oh, looks like we get to keep it. They get to take our Force of Vigor. I mean, we don't have the green card in hand in order to get rid of the Saga here, so they'll lose 2 life, take the Force. Seems good. Womp. Eat your Ragavan. Eat your Ragavan. What else you got? Bunch of sorceries, 2 artifacts, only 1 land, and 1 instant. Oh, I guess we don't really need to do that right now. I'm going to attack in for how much? You want to attack in for 4 or 5? Let's attack in for 4. Yeah, we can force the attack and then eat the last pieces. And block with Young Wolf. Okay, take the Bloodstained Mire here. They don't have another land that they can sacrifice, so that should keep them off Delirium here. Seems good. Another Darcy. And a Tarmogoyf. Hey, handsome. So they're tapped out here. We can eat the Dragon Rage Channeler. They only have one card in hand. Om nom nom nom. Eldritch Evolution, huh? Meh. I guess we could evolve the Young Wolf, go get Grist, but that doesn't seem too good. We don't have the black mana for Geralf's Messenger here. I think we just eat a bunch of graveyard stuff and make their creatures dumb. Grist, which is a planeswalker and a creature, so that'll shrink the Tarmogoyf down to a 3/4, and now we got a 7/7. Attack! Looks like they're making a Construct. Another blocker. Red Romax, thanks for the follow, friend. So this will put land in their graveyard, which means the Darcy has to attack. We can block it with a Young Wolf after we take the land back out of the graveyard. Oh, the Pithing Needle! Good one. I wasn't thinking of that one. And now they can name Scavenging Ooze. So we're going to have to Eldritch Evolution to go get the Reclamation Sage to kill that Pithing Needle. But we're just taking a ton of damage here. Do we block the Tarmogoyf? No, we can't, because we got to sack the Young Wolf to the Evolution. So we're just taking a ton of damage. They have one card in hand? Could we just kill the Construct and then kill them with Scooze? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. We just kill the token and then attack them. Reclamation Sage. Kill this. Yeah. Alright, keep it simple. Just get rid of the blocker and attack for lethal damage. Attack with both and Evolution into Geralf after they take 2. That's also an option. Yep. I think we're going to resubmit with the same deck list. Maybe we're supposed to have Baloth in this matchup? Oh, and the Veil seems pretty good too against their discard spells. Ah! Not enough time. I think they've submitted. We didn't get to make the changes. This is fine. We'll keep this. Well, I figured they might have Kroxa, but maybe I'm just way off base there. Young Wolf. What a draw. They're not on it because of Saga. Makes sense. Because they're going to have the colorless mana from this, losing lands all the time. So that's a concession. They don't get to play Kroxa. Cool. I've been meaning to play this deck for a long time, but every time I've gone to play it, I've just thought, like, wouldn't such and such just be better? Any deck playing white for Prismatic Ending, basically. What are you naming with Pithing Needle? Don't you enjoy Yogg? Who, me? Couldn't be. Definitely not my favorite deck. Definitely is. Okay, so they just go ahead and name Yawgmoth immediately with Pithing Needle. If we Force of Vigor them, their Darcy becomes a 3/3. I mean, I still think it's the best thing to do. Well, the thing is, we have to discard the Werewolf for Force of Vigor. I guess we could, I guess we could lose the Wall of Roots. That's the choice, right? Wall of Roots means that we can get to Yawgmoth on turn 3. Outland Liberator might just be, like, backbreaking. Can decide on their upkeep. Yeah, we can. And then we can get another draw. Good point. Get another land. So what's the choice going to be? Are we going to put down Liberator or are we going to put down Wall of Roots? I think we're going to go Wall of Roots so we can Yawgmoth next turn. Hey, PT Bench. Thanks for the raid, friend. For members of my chat, if you didn't already know, PT Bench is a streamer that does some great modern streams. Nice long streams if you're into watching a lot of Magic. Definitely check him out. So what were you playing today? How were your leagues? Two 4-1s? Nice. Something you don't want to think about. That's fair. I've had a few of those. Good to hear. That is the last thing that we did. Force of Vigor, Saga Needle. Felt pretty good at the time. Oh, there's a Spell Bomb. So that does interact with our combo. And we find Innkeeper. Not bad, not bad. Alright, let's put down Yawgmoth, and I guess we'll attack. Next turn we can put down Innkeeper and Dryad Arbor. And that should let us kill the Darcy. We don't need that stop on the upkeep anymore. Tarmogoyf. It's a good one. Get a forest. Alright, so colorless and green. Play Innkeeper. Play Catacomb. And pass. We're going to use the Dryad Arbor to block the Tarmogoyf. And then we'll do a bunch of fun stuff. Make some sacrifices. Draw some cards. Proliferate some counters. Okay, go to blocks. Want to block Dryad Arbor on Tarmogoyf. And I want to put a counter on Darcy. Get an Urborg. We could just stop here, just take the 2, and we get to keep our Wall of Roots until next turn. I'd like to have that extra mana, if that's at all possible. Another Dragon Rage Channeler. We can find Endurance on top, that would be pretty great. They have 1 card left in hand. Eldritch Evolution. Okay. Seems like a good one. If only Yawg could fly. Yeah, no kidding, right? Block Darcy for days. So because of the Spell Bomb, we can't realistically combo right now. I guess we could go get Hapatra, and that would let us kill all of their creatures. So let's do that. Would be way better if we had 1 more creature. Because we have to sacrifice Young Wolf to get this started. So they get to draw a card here, but they only have green mana up, so interaction is going to be very difficult from this point. Okay, so focus in. Kill other creatures. Draw all the cards, exactly. Nice. Okay, good start. Okay, ooh, Orphan Guard. That's problematic. That is not what I wanted to see from the other side. It means only bad things if the Orphan Guard is their companion. We are on the play. We have Wall of Roots into Messenger, into Eldritch Evolution. I mean, the hand could be good. I just really do not want to play against whatever that card represents. It's one or the other. Yeah, it's probably control. Either one is bad. Yeah, full of prismatics. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah. Another messenger. I think we're just going to hold up Chord of Calling this time. Would love to be able to Chord of Calling on their end step for a Grist. Alright, they have another counterspell for us. Archmage Charm. Okay, so at this point we can either Evolution for Grist, or we can Chord of Calling for Grist, or we can play Geralf's Messenger. I think we probably just Eldritch Evolution for it, because Eldritch Evolution is very difficult to get to resolve against this opponent. They could have Force of Negation, but at least that would be a 2 for 2. And they would be down to very few cards in hand. That would be a reason to potentially just play Messenger Pass. But I kind of want to just go for it, right? Yep. They were F6'd. Grist. Seems like a rough matchup for us. Teferi, Time Raveler. So if we want to chord, we have to do it now. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. So we can only chord for 1. That doesn't seem very good. How do they beat Grist? Prismatic ending? Yeah, we could have got a Young Wolf. It would have been fine. Actually, Young Wolf would have been pretty nice. Kill Teferi here. 1, 2, 3. Oh, we can't even get Dryad Arbor anymore because of that resolved. Bye-bye Hapatra. I mean, they exile our threats, though, right? A few more than 6. We got 12 Undying Creatures plus Hapatra makes 13. Yep, board wipes too. Oh, Shark Typhoon, huh? Yeah, that makes a pretty good blocker. Alright, so they're tapped out. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we could kill Shark. I guess we kill Teferi and we can go get Yawgmoth, kill Shark. Alright, let's go get Yawgmoth. Kill this. Oh, Solitude? Come on. Target, Geralf's Messenger, sacrifice Insect. Okay, and then we'll use the Geralf's Messenger to kill the Teferi with the Grist. Not bad. We are way down on clock, though. Supreme Verdict? Sucks. Yawgmoth off the top, huh? So we got 7 creature cards in the graveyard right now. We can use Yawgmoth to proliferate that. That works. Nice. Sweet. Kill your thing. Another land. Okay, Chord of Calling. So we can Chord of Calling for a 2. Well, that's pretty good. Let's keep that up. On the other hand, attacking means Grist is almost lethal, and we can Chord of Calling for a 1, go get Yawgmoth. Big Teferi. Yep, that's a thing. That gets rid of Grist. Hey there, Connor, man. What's good? I do not like that. There's not really much we can do about it. Go get Yawgmoth. Ooh, Eldritch Evolution. They have 1 card in hand. Let's see about killing this Teferi, huh? Cool. Eldritch Evolution Yawgmoth. They have the counterspell for this? Of course. Let's try and draw to something good here. Sacrifice, or sorry, target Yawgmoth, sacrifice insect, draw a card. Get a Hierarch. Okay, we can keep going. Put a counter on nothing, sacrifice Yawgmoth, draw a card. Grist? Okay, perfect. Grist, go. Okay, they play land, concede. Nice. Unfortunately, our clock is very low. If we end up going to a game 3, we're going to be in a lot of trouble. Let's see here. How are we going to sideboard against this matchup exactly? We got Veil of Summer, which seems good. We're going to want to take out as many Eldritch Evolution as possible. Reclamation Sage didn't seem very good in the first game, but I'm not too sure what their sideboard looks like. It might have some play in games 2 or 3. Love using Proliferate. Hey, thanks, handsome. See you later. Hey, thanks, Connor, man. Like, we could bring in Necromentia to hit Solitude. I don't think that's very good. I think we just bring in Veil. Is Endurance good as a flash threat? I do kind of like that, but I'm not sure it's good enough. I might feel like going a little bit overboard because, like, we don't really get any value from the text on it. You don't like control, so you feel at home. That's fair. Yeah, not a fan of this matchup myself. I feel like we can probably keep 1 evolution, but that means we still got to bring in 1 card. Kind of wish we had Thoughtseize. But I'm playing the extra Endurance and Necromentia. Snake Eyes, what's up? Do we expect Rip? It's very possible. We could bring in like the other Liberator or the Force of Vigor. Rip is expected. Bring in Liberator, get an extra creature to attack with. Hey, well, thanks for choosing to spend your lunch break here. Alright, not sure about this. I am sure about the Veils and that I want Eldritch Evolution out. So we'll bring in the Liberator as a hedge against Rip. Oh, this hand is bad. This is a really bad hand. Oh, and this one's not good either. To be honest, you should expect Leyline. Okay. That's fair. We do have some game against Leyline. They're starting with 7, and we just have a terrible hand. I'm mulliganing. I gotta mulligan this again. This is just so bad. Alright, this is something we can keep at least. So we'll get rid of Land and Messenger. Because we can't cast that right now. And we can at least get a little bit aggressive with these Geists. Alright. Ate up more of my clock, which I cannot afford to lose with that. But we got a good draw here with Young Wolf. So we're going to be able to get onto the board with that. Been thinking that Endurance is good here. You think Endurance is good too? I wasn't so sure. And you think it's, is Yavimaya something to board out against P-Ending? I guess you could try and gain some small percentage points by doing that. It would mean that they'd have a harder time hitting Yawgmoth. But, I mean, we also have Urborg, so we would have to take out 2 lands, which is kind of hard to do. Hey, there's the Rest in Peace. Alright, so we can play Strangleroot Geist or Wall of Roots and try and get mana. Thinking Wall of Roots is going to be better with this Chord of Calling. And it will also be good if we draw land next turn, so we can play double Geist. Oh, there's a Time Reveler. You gonna bounce my Wall of Roots? Yup. Another Young Wolf. Alright. Yeah, we play that. Kill your Teferi, play Wall of Roots and Young Wolf. Okay, we could Chord of Calling for Dryad Arbor, which isn't the worst. So we can hopefully get that 4 mana for our double Geist turn coming up. Chord is for Sage. I mean, yeah. Because, yeah, I guess they can just go for Sweeper here, and I'm well and truly boned. Graveyard Hate is back. Here's a Shark. Gets to trade with one of our Geists. Yeah, maximum punished. That might have been the only draw that could potentially have kept us in the game here. Prismatic Ending. Yup. Yeah, Grist off the top and they just end it. Let's save the time off our clock and just concede there. Yeah, Rip is rough. I'm not sure that I want to bring in the Force of Vigors for it, though. Like, we've got the Rec Sage, we've got the Liberator. One land hand. Mull that. Woof. We are just really, really unlucky with our hands here. This is so bad. Whatever. It's magic sometimes, you know? We had a really good game one, but everything else has just been not great. So they have Counterspell up now. Just going to play a Young Wolf. I don't really want to throw my Yawgmoth into a Counterspell. Yep, Counterspell my Young Wolf. Much better trade than Counterspell my Yawgmoth. Oh, and they're just going to pass the turn with all that mana up, huh? Well, I guess we'll play this Geralf's Messenger, see what they have to say about that. Okay, Messenger sticks. Pass turn. Celestial Purge. The Messenger, yep. They've got good cards against us, chat. And they're not drawing lands, so all they've got are good spells. Another counterspell. Another counterspell that does not hit Yawgmoth. Is something I like. Taking 2 counterspells, a purge, and an ending. And they've just failed to hit land turn after turn after turn. I guess this is the turn where we slam Yawg. We've gone through 2 counterspells. They had a 3rd counterspell. Okay. Well, I mean, it would have been way worse if we had tried to evolve there. You gonna bounce the Hierarch here, or what? Okay. What else you got? There's the rest in peace. And we get a Bird of Paradise. Okay, so we can attack Teferi with Young Wolf, play the bird, and then Eldritch Evolution the bird to kill the rest in peace. No! Oh, because the stupid Teferi. Damn it. Do we just get Grist? Chord of Calling. So if we tick up Grist, we get to Chord of Calling for a 3? Or we could Chord of Calling for a 2 and then tick down Grist. Kill their Teferi and have a what's name? The werewolf? Ooh, okay. Because of that day thing and the way the cord was still on the stack, I almost passed my turn without using the Grist. They're going to end our Liberator in response. Okay. And we get your Teferi. Okay. I have nothing to do. I have no cards in hand. I'm tapped out. Your turn. That's a thing. We got Chord of Calling. So if I make a critter, that's a chord for 1, and that's not enough to kill the Teferi. No, no, you cannot tap Grist with Chord, because it's when it's on the battlefield, it is not a creature. Oh, there's a Yogg. Attack Teferi. See if they'll tap down here, so maybe I can cast a Yawgmoth. Oh, Supreme Verdict. Damn it! Now we're not going to have the mana for the Yawgmoth. I could chord for... No, that sucks. Alright, I guess we'll just take up Grist and pass. This whole sorcery cast at instant speed thing, it's throwing me for a loop. Good response. Say this game is about over. So they can return the wall, kill the Grist. They still got a ton of cards in hand. Yeah, those mulligans, games 2 and 3 were not great, but it is what it is. We'll find some fresh games in a minute. Oh, and they just return Solitude to their hand? Flex. I'm done with this one. This is the worst. Twilight Mire doesn't really cast anything. Twilight Mire needs another land in order to function. So this is not really going to do us any good. We're going to mulligan this. Okay, this is a keepable hand. We'll get rid of the bird, I think. Hollowed Fountain with Lurrus. Is this Thopter Sword? Get the Grist. Okay, Prismatic Ending. Surprise, surprise. So maybe this is just another control deck, but using Lurrus. So Khalni Garden is great with Chord of Calling. It gives you basically 2 mana for your Chord, and then Plant Token is also very useful later. Visions of Beyond? Okay, so obviously I just have no idea what's going on. This is Azorius Mill. That's what's going on. Azorius Mill. So the white mana for Prismatic Ending, and then you just get to play your mill deck. Seems good. Yeah, you're just fueling my Grist, opponent. I'm going to Grist you for 1,000,000. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Seems really good, actually. And then they can also just play actual counterspell if they want more interaction. Unfortunately, everything we do like searches the deck, so if they have traps, they can really get us. Rip is a non-bow with Lurrus, very true. So the Lurrus would kind of insinuate that they don't have it, but I mean, like, oh, what? They're gonna Surgical the Grist? Wow. Okay, that's pretty good. I mean, yeah, the 2 cards don't work very well together, but there is, I mean, there's tension, but a little bit of tension in Magic is fine. And then, you know, you potentially get to have one of a very, very strong graveyard hate option, which can be very good because, like, personally, I'm going to be looking to play Endurance to reshuffle my graveyard into my library as my strategy against Mill. So Lurrus can cast the Rip. Most of the time, Rip is going to exile itself. All right, so Chord of Calling gets what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gets a 2. Doesn't seem very good. But we could go get a 2 and then get Yawgmoth, but that's not going to win us the game. Visions are way worse. And yeah, Surgical is kind of filling up that slot. We're just trying to think, you know, spitball. What's the white mana for besides Prismatic Ending? And that could just be it. It could just be Prismatic Ending, that's it. So let's see how many cards we lose to Hideous Laughter. 15 cards. 15 cards exiled. None of them are Yawgmoth. Hey, the jig is always up. Isn't Azorius Mill standard these days? I didn't know. This is the first time I'm seeing it. So if we crack the Catacombs, they get to trap us, but they're going to be able to trap us regardless. Our hand is entirely Search. So I'm just going to go get Overgrown Tomb here. Path is their other white card, thank you. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So yeah, we can go get Yawgmoth. And we'll do it right now because they only have 1 mana up. And this will let us kill their Hedron Crab. Alright, we're out of mana, so pass the turn here. We have 22 cards left in our library. And cards in library is very important because that's one of the resources we use to combo. What? Destroy target creature or planeswalker's controller investigates. Oh. Wow. Seems good. I mean, 2 mana killed our Yawgmoth there. Alright, please don't have counterspell. Remand. Oh, that's gross. If I draw a bunch of cards, then I don't have cards in my library. We're down to 7 now. Normally, Parole, we would absolutely want to do that normally. Ooh. Oh, we managed to get game 1. Yes. Okay, let's bring in Endurance for sure. Do we bring in Veil of Summer as well? Because a lot of their stuff targets, right? Veil hits nothing? Okay. Thanks, friends. None of their mill spells target anymore. Wow. Tasha's is each opponent. Thank you. One of the things about Magic is each word matters, you know? Target opponent, each opponent. It hits Archive Trap, and half the crabs might have ley lines, huh? Ley lines are a bit of a pain. We do have the main deck Rec Sage to be able to take care of that. Yeah, the one that that says each opponent as well. Oh, okay. That was one of the ones that I was thinking about. Don't really think we want Necromentia. Yeah, and that's just not enough. Yeah, I think it's just Endurance. And then we can maybe, like, what do we take out? We could take out Grist, because it mills us. We'll play both then. Necrotashas could be, like, okay. Is Ashiok a problem? I mean, it does stop our searches, so that is kind of a problem. Why take stuff out? More cards versus mill is good. I've been punished for that before. Hapatra doesn't seem too good. I mean, it could potentially kill their crabs, but whatever. Yeah, the searchers are kind of medium. And, like, any potential counterspells as well. But we're basically out of time here, so I'm going to submit as is. The endurances were easy. Everything after that, well, not so much. Hand is okay. Looks keepable. Oh, they got the crabs. You side out chords? That's fair. Fewer ways to search the deck means that they have fewer ways to activate Archive Trap. We only have the 4 fetch lands. What? Used only the normal time? Okay, well, there's Rest in Peace. Good thing we got Liberator. Well, we did see previously from what the opponent was playing that they were not playing a standard build. So we can play Liberator and set that up for next turn, but if they have, like, Prismatic Ending, we get punished. So maybe we play the Geist this turn and attack, and then next turn we can play the Liberator and we'll have the mana open to destroy the Rest in Peace. Might have been correct to fetch this turn to give them... yeah, I think that probably would have been correct, actually. Because then there's less chance that they have the trap. Because we've just given them an extra draw to get trap. Yeah, that's true. Now we don't need to fetch because of Yavimaya. So that's also really good. Alright, go ahead. You can keep the Rest in Peace for now. If you let me flip the Liberator, I don't have to sacrifice it, right? Yeah. No, that would have been better. I was thinking I wanted to keep that 1 mana up, but the Wall of Roots would have let me keep the 1 mana up. So yeah, that would have 100% been better. Gain some life, doesn't matter. They also kind of like, they feel like they have to cast a spell every turn. Because if they don't cast a spell, if they like activate Field of Ruin or whatever... Oh, Visions of Beyond with Rest in Peace feels good, huh? Prismatic Vista, that is a good one. We are fairly well set up here. We could kill Rest in Peace, go get Yawgmoth. And if we don't cast a spell on our turn, we can just hold up Chord here, not cast a spell, we get to flip it tonight, and then kill the Rest in Peace next turn with an attack. So we want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so we can attack with everything. I think we could have actually played... We can play the Strangleroot Geist if we keep it untapped, I think. No, because we want to flip the Liberator. That's why we're not playing the Geist. Right. Oh no, they're killing this one. That sucks. Yeah, I think we fetch. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Ah, they do have the trap. So that's basically all of our cards. We have 4 cards left. We're not really going to be able to search for anything now. Could have searched. Oh, okay, yeah, whatever. GG. It's all about getting those traps to go off. Think we needed to kill Rip right away, and then we could have worked towards putting together the combo instead of... Because, yeah, we weren't really doing anything with our creatures. They just had nice blocks the whole way that. And then Endurance is live, yeah. Sure. Yeah, definitely keep this. We got an Endurance. We've got turn 2 Messengers to make a clock. No, don't kill my Hierarch. I need it. Damn. I needed that Hierarch. It really brought my hand together, you know? This is so awkward now. I mean, it shouldn't hurt too much to put Endurance down for a turn. And then at this point now we can just cast it. But we could absolutely be punished here. We'll see. If they play Crab, fetch land, mill Endurance, and then Surgical it, punished. Oh no. Oh no! Do we mill an Endurance? We don't. Not punished. They likely cut Surgical. I mean, they were still playing Visions of Beyond with the Rest in Peace. Yawgmoth, but we don't have the mana to cast it. I guess we just have to pass here? Yeah, that's true. Vision always cantrips, and Surgical is just dead. Missing the triple black for Messenger. Don't have 4 mana for Yawg. Can't attack into this. Feels bad. At least we got Endurance. I'm wondering if we even go for it here, because it's better if we wait and, you know, if they have, like, traps or whatever. If we had another green card, I would go for Yawgmoth here, but I want to just hold up Endurance. Milled no Endurances so far. Kind of hoping they surgical or trap here. So then we can get an extra card. Nope, okay. Another Yawgmoth, come on, seriously? Oh, that's a good point, lag.com. And we're off that now. Maybe I should just play the Yawgmoth so we could have drawn into a green card. Because, yeah, if they rip here, then my waiting on Endurance is super punished. Lucky. 3 Yawgmoths. What are you doing to me, deck? Oh, I'm trying to win the game, Cooper. You don't want to... What's wrong? You don't want to seem to play the game-winning card. Okay, pass turn. Not interested in starting the combo right now. But it's something that I can do if I need to draw cards to get the Endurance to go off. Okay, they hit the first Endurance in the graveyard. Yeah, we're just going to go to our turn if you let me. Oh, that feels pretty nice. Okay. Should be good. Play another Gross Messenger. They're going to Visions of Beyond. So we let them draw 3 cards, or we Endurance. And they draw 1. Aether Gust. They're going to Aether Gust the Endurance, put it on top of my library? Sure. I'll redraw it. On top. Put a counter on this, sacrifice this. Yep, we're going to get them. We got the Endurance in hand. We're going to combo out. They're tapped out. They would have responded if they had something. Target sack. If they had Surgical, they would have cast it already. Another one. Nice. Target sack. Nice. Double Endurance. Yeah, we just killed them now. They're tapped out. So the only interaction they could possibly have at this point would be Surgical, and we think Surgical's probably out of their deck because they were playing Rest in Peace. So this is the perfect time to combo. And this hand here, I'm just not interested in. This one interests me. We could get rid of the Bird of Paradise and keep this. Mishra's Bauble. Okay, that doesn't tell us anything on its own, just that they're playing a Lurrus deck, which we already knew. Mountain. Basic Mountain. That's interesting. Do we really want to cast Ignoble Hierarch into Basic Mountain? I guess we have to, right? What else are we doing? If I had a Young Wolf, though, I'd probably actually slam that this turn. Alright, so they Mishra's Bauble me, Lightning Bolt the Ignoble Hierarch. I'm wondering if this might be, like, some kind of Lurrus burn using Baubles and Darcies. Targeting themselves, so they probably have a fetch land here. No, Nurturing Peatland, okay. So this is, oh. Jund. So we could Khalni Garden, Eldritch Evolution, the token into an Hapatra, and then try to win by killing all their creatures. They only have 2 cards in hand, so like if we can evade removal for 2 turns, I feel like we win the game. Or instead of Hapatra, we could go get an Undying creature, the Geist. I think I'm going to go for the play that potentially wins us the game. It's a little bit risky, but here we go. Hapatra. Go. Maybe it was just better to play Yawgmoth this turn. Alright, so they're just missing creature or sorcery. Ooh, that's not a good sign. They're just going to kill Hapatra now. What? No, they fetch... Maybe they're Shadow. That kind of fetch shock makes me think they're Jund Shadow. Inquisition hits nothing. One card on top. What's your last two cards? Do you have a removal spell for Hapatra? I mean, this is big damage coming in. We're taking 8, going to 10. And then to kill all their creatures, we have to take 9. Ouch. It's not looking good. I guess we could just leave a snake up for the Tarmogoyf, because the snakes have Death Touch. So we don't have to kill the Tarmogoyf. We just have to kill the Darcy. Oh, the Tarmogoyf isn't even attacking? Lucky me. Okay. So we play Verdant Catacombs. Hey, blind. Oh, shoot. I need the black mana. Oh, I thought I was going to be able to get Dryad Arbor here. But I don't have double black without this fetch. Damn, that's a punt. I mean, it's a small mistake, but it's a mistake. Nice. It's happening. Kill all your stuff. I'm trying to draw a Yawgmoth here. I think we just pass here. If they try and do something funny, we can kill the Tarmogoyf in response. But we also just have the snake token to block it. Could shrink it more and then attack with Hapatra. Yeah, now we can just shrink it one more time. Go to 7. 7 is basically the same as 8. No Yawgmoth, though. Might as well discard 2 Yawgmoths. Could also just discard Verdant Catacombs here, because we have the Dryad Arbor in hand. And I got to be pretty careful about my life total at this point, because pair of lightning bolts and I'm basically dead. One activation of Yawgmoth plus double bolt. Plays Verdant Catacombs, cracks Verdant Catacombs. They've got 3 cards left in hand. Overgrown Tomb untapped, and Lightning Bolt Hapatra. So they only have 2 Lightning Bolts left in the deck. I think we sacrifice the Hapatra to draw a card. No, we don't really need to do that, right? We have Geist. It's fine. Our hand is full. Our life total is fragile. Oh, well, I'm definitely going to kill that. Blooming Marsh. So let's see here. That's 2, 3, 6, 7. They only have one card in hand, so they need to have Bolt in hand plus draw Bolt. Scourge. Okay, you got a scary critter. Grist. And that's a scoop. Imagine playing Scourge of the Skyclaves. I mean, I've done it, but that was before Dress Down. I actually managed to cast this with Kicker one time in Modern. It was absolutely game-breaking. Alright, so what are we going to do here? We've got Veil of Summer versus like Thought Seeds and removal and whatever. Do we think they're playing Kroxa? We could also bring in some Endurance because they're playing Lurrus and Darcy. Going to want to take out some of these cards as well. Bring in Scavenging Ooze. Don't know if they're going to have room for Kroxa. Shadow, Scourge, Darcy, that's a lot of creatures. And they probably should play Ragavan as well. Oh, whoa, we actually have more time on our clock than the opponent? Wild. I guess. Don't really want to mulligan versus the Thoughtseize deck. This is keepable, but it's not great. Vraska Queen Golgari would not be good in the meta. Okay, well, Inquisition gets our stuff. Interesting. I haven't seen that one in a while. Haven't seen too many people championing it, but seems like a cool option. Taking our Hierarch there is kind of painful. Means we're going to be doing nothing for turns. Okay, they got a Tarmogoyf to threaten us with. We got a Chord of Calling. Oh man, this is so slow. That Inquisition to take our Hierarch just turned our hand into mush. I think I'm going to play the Khalni Garden, but I think I'm going to play the Geralf's Messenger on turn 3. I want to play this as a tap land, but we'll get the token later. We'll get a better block than blocking 3. Oh, no, not again. I mean, this is why I didn't want a mulligan, right? This might have just been way more painful if we had mulliganed into like mull to 5, then they double Inquisition. We go down to like 3 cards, basically. That's scary. We're boned. Yeah, just way too slow. I guess we could draw Endurance. So we could play Khalni Garden, have Endurance. We got 2 blocks, triple blocks actually. So Endurance off the top, and maybe we can still do something here. Or maybe just a land. Yeah, this is pointless. We can't come back from this. I'm bringing in the 4th Endurance. It's really good. Yeah, we don't really need the Rec Sage. Hey there, stream team. Maybe we'll get really lucky and we can Baloth and kill a Scourge. That would be fun. Yeah, maybe we're looking at this the wrong way. This is awful. Yeah, that's what we're trying to get the combo going, but like this hand is just so bad. Okay, here we go. We can keep this one. Keep this one, get rid of Chord of Calling. Could also get rid of land. Yeah. So you're thinking just side out all the messengers, huh? That's fair. I mean, leave one, but leave one for the combo that we could fetch up. Because it does kind of just help them to be able to drain their life. So we play Wall of Roots, then we have 4 mana next turn. Yeah, we just Geist. Geist, Geralf's Messenger, Eldritch Evolution, that's the plan. Okay, here comes combat for 1. Ugh. They do have a basic Swamp and a Tarmogoyf. Okay, I'm gonna play Urborg, Messenger, pass. And hope they tap out. Oh, they have the Thoughtseize. They get to take our evolution. That's true. We can get rid of Goyf in combat with Endurance. Yep. Teamer Battle Rage. That's going to get the Darcy Delirious. So this is a lot of damage coming in. This is 7. We go to 11, but we still have... we can draw Evolution. We can draw Yawgmoth. What if we block here, and then we get to attack for 6, put them to 4? This does mean that Eldritch Evolution is no longer a win. Still good. Oh yeah, that's true. We got Wall of Roots. So yeah, we would be able to do that. Good point. Yeah. Thank you, Donut and Stream Team. We have the mana. They're tapped out. Alright. Yawgmoth or Eldritch Evolution, let's go. Veil of Summer, not it. Looks like Yawg would work to me. We have more life than the opponent. We just play Yawgmoth and win. But we didn't draw it, so... Womp womp. I'm just going to play Wall of Roots here and pass. Yeah, we got a blocker for the Goyf. Yep. Blocker for the Goyf. Messenger block the Scourge. Go to blocks. Block here, block here. Another Tarmogoyf. That is a blocker. And a shadow, so we can cycle the Veil of Summer now. Oh yeah, we found Yawgmoth. They have one card in hand. This could be GG. Alright, let's untap and see. Blooming Marsh. Yawgmoth. Put a counter on Geralf's Messenger. Sacrifice Wall of Roots. We've already used Wall of Roots for mana, right? Yep, okay. Nice. Put a counter on Strangleroot Geist. Sacrifice Messenger. It looks like we're doing it. Target, sack. 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 Do you have Lightning Bolt? No, you can't Lightning Bolt now, because you have Wood of Foothills, and it's a fetch land. You are at 1 life. 4-1. 4-1. Managed to finally get... Oh, that's nice. Not a trophy. We did miss one match, but definitely satisfied with that league. So, as far as the main deck goes, there's very few changes from what you would consider standard. I think that we can probably take the Reclamation Sage out of the main at this point. The Urza Saga's decks aren't as much of a threat as they have been previously. So I think we're fine with relegating that back to the side, or even just removing it from the deck entirely, since we're already playing the Outland Liberator in the sideboard. And that would give us more room for dorks. So we would be able to play either the second Bird of Paradise or the fourth Wall of Roots, which would be nice. I'm really liking the Hapatra. I think that she did a really good job this league in particular. A lot of people have been kind of down on the legendary human lately, but I think that she really showed her worth in this league, if nothing else. The 4 Endurance, very happy about that. I think that we should be playing as many of that card as we can. The card is busted. It has so many applications that we should easily be able to play the 4 of in there. Obstinate Baloth, I think I don't know, like, I want to have some way to be able to gain life, so between the Baloth and the Ooze, I feel a lot more comfortable versus Burn, and then it's also giving me play against various, like, Kroxa decks, so I think I'll probably stick with Baloth. Another option for that slot is Kitchen Finks, and if I were playing the Scurry Oak combo, I would definitely lean towards Finks, but yeah, I like the big body on Baloth as well, so we're sticking with that for now. The Necromentia didn't get too much play this time around, but we just didn't really come up against matchups where we really wanted it. You know, if we had gone up against Living End or Rhinos, then, you know, we would have brought all 3 Necromentia in and been happy to have them. But I can definitely understand why you might want to cut on Necromentia and instead play Thoughtseize. I definitely had a couple instances where, you know, I would have loved to have brought Thoughtseize into the deck and Necromentia just wasn't cutting it. And yeah, I think the Veil of Summers are still it, and the Collector Ouphe, I think is still a really solid bullet. Like, we don't have a lot of slots left for bullets in the sideboard configurations we've been playing lately, but Collector Ouphe is just such a strong option when it works that our opponents can, you know, just concede in frustration.